Happy New Year and thank you for joining us here on 13 Plus. I'm Ashley Bowerman in for Mary Coleman. She has the night off. We're going to go ahead and get right into our investigation for this evening. Again, thanks for being with us. So at some point, we may find ourselves needing to find housing for an aging family member. Well, that's sometimes easier said than done. As our national investigative team found, bringing people young and old together may actually be the best solution. Kristen Crowley explains how it works. Take a listen.
Let's face it, we're all getting older, and there could come a time where you or a loved one may not be able to live alone.
Finding the right living arrangement for older adults can be a struggle, and some experts say how we look at housing for our aging population needs to change.
One potential solution involves bringing the elderly and the young together under one roof. Reporter Kristen Crowley takes us inside an intergenerational center.
Inside this senior living facility, you'll see what you might expect. There's a dining hall, quiet places to read, a peaceful garden, and programs like this morning exercise class.
Push out.
But if you stick around for a moment, you'll also see the unexpected.
Good morning. Good morning.
And you'll hear it too.
Who's going to make the train sound?
Well, it's kind of the highlight of the day because they give back so much to us.
At Showalter Villa, just outside Wichita, Kansas, seniors and children come together under one roof. It's called an intergenerational center, where children attend daycare and seniors live in a traditional nursing home setting. It's one of the only ones in the state.
It lets us be together without the obstacle of being in different buildings.
Jill Moore is the life enrichment coordinator here. She plans the activities between the seniors called Grand Friends who live at the villa and the children who go to daycare at Heston Child Development Center.
It's one building, but it's two separate entities.
It's two separate companies.
But they share the same goal.
March.
Getting these groups together to interact, from working out to playing games.
9, 10, 11, throw.
It was just an idea that I had had for many years, that there is many benefits to be gained for both children and the adults if we could bring them together.
Former director Judy Friesen helped get the program off the ground here roughly 15 years ago. Since she retired, Jill's helped to keep it going.
What kind of impact does this have, having children and seniors under one roof?
You see that it creates joy in people. To have generations be together is like real life. And one of the things that we're always taught is you don't want to feel like you're living in an institution.
It gives you a feeling of different feeling if you are talking or seeing some children rather than some old people.
And that's exactly the idea behind centers like these.
We really believe that it is the way of the future.
Donna Butts is the executive director at Generations United, a leading advocate for intergenerational care centers. Butts says research is clear about the benefits of combining young and old in one building.
Older adults who are around younger children, they have more of a sense of optimism. They have a tendency to take better care of themselves, to score better on memory tests.
As we age, isolation and loneliness become major health risks. Researchers say they lead to increased risks of dementia, depression, and anxiety.
My wife died March 1 of 2009.
As close family and friends die or move away.
How many grandchildren do you have?
10.
Do you get to see them?
Very seldom.
Loneliness can be hard to avoid.
Well, I would certainly like to see my grandchildren more than I do, but I no longer have a car, or I guess I don't even have a driver's license. I don't know. So that's life, I guess.
Being a grandfriend helps fill the void.
When I think about it, I think I'm really fortunate. I would like to be close to my family, but but this is second best.
They just give us new energy and reasons to smile.
Do you have a lot of grand friends?
Yep.
And it's not just a benefit to the elderly either.
How many grand friends do you have? That many?
For this many.
Researchers say children who attend intergenerational centers show more empathy and even improve academically. But says nationwide, while interest is growing, there are roughly only 200 of these facilities. That can be for a myriad of reasons, from financial to physical. Many nursing homes don't have the room to add daycares or the money to build additions. Nebraska is trying to incentivize their growth. Lawmakers recently passed a bill to create more intergenerational centers by offering nursing or assisted living homes up to $100,000 to add on daycares. And these advocates believe in time and with more awareness, what's now unexpected will become the norm.
Both ends of the spectrum are so much alike in so many ways. You know, one is just beginning, but their abilities oftentimes match some of the abilities of the seniors, where their abilities are decreasing as they get older.
Bringing together people who are not so different,
It's like a vitamin for the soul.
but who make a huge difference in each other.
Generations United has a list of existing intergenerational centers on its website. It says 85% of people surveyed are interested in this kind of living setup for either themselves or a loved one. However, only 26% said they had something like that in their community.
Another form of intergenerational living is called a reverse boomerang. It's when baby boomer parents move in with their grown children because they haven't saved enough for retirement.
Aside from just the relationship change that's going to take place, you got to make sure that you're not going to pinch yourself or set yourself up for a sticky situation down the road. Start to build a budget, maybe even get some contracts written up to say, here's how we're going to share expenses, here's who's responsible for X, Y, and Z.
In many of these situations, there's a huge financial benefit, including childcare and sharing food costs.
Well, that was going to do it there for our package. Of course, we know the young hanging out with the old is never a bad idea. Well, we want to leave you here with a look at all of our streaming platforms. Of course, you can catch us here with live newscasts on 13 Plus, or you can catch us on YouTube, Apple TV. If you've got a Roku, you can find us there as well. Also, you can find us online at KOLD.com. And of course, you can watch us on TV on KOLD and on 13 News on Fox 11. Be sure to tune in tonight. We've got a lot of new information regarding a terror attack in New Orleans that we have been continuing to follow all day long. So we will see you over there tonight. Again, thanks for joining us as always, and have a happy new year.